So here's some poetry I'll write after communion. So the first one is, your blood pours down my throat, and instantly every one of my blood vessels greets your precious blood with open arms. The intimate conversation between our bodies begins. Cell to cell, they whisper a million kisses. How good it feels when our bodies touch. How good it feels to be full of your life. How good it feels for my heart to pump your blood. Your body, more precious than my eternity, is delicately placed on my tongue, and my whole body shakes and then melts with pure ecstasy. I am my beloved, and he is mine. A surge of love, like a lightning bolt, pierces me. Your body is enlarged and begins to beat. My tongue can feel its rhythm as you come fully alive. My awareness around me shrinks to only my mouth, where you wanted the nuptial embrace to occur. All my soul is focused on this beating heart in my mouth. Blessed are those called to the supper of the Lamb. I crumble beneath the waves of ecstasy as I feel his delicate heart pulsates upon my tongue. How can I ever speak again? How can I ever communicate these intimate, sacred heart pulsations that ripple from my tongue to my heart and my entire body? Let him who speaks speak oracles of God. I am drowned beneath the waves of ecstasy. Please, no one find me. Lock me beneath this ocean of forgetfulness. I have found love. Please, no one disturb me. My beloved is a garden enclosed, a fountain sealed. Oh, love, now that you have come with such a force, please lock me in your embrace. I am scared of my freedom. I am scared to speak a word or a tone that does not do its beat to the rhythm of your heart. Nothing can separate us from the love of Christ. Behold, I am with you always, even until the end of the age. That's the first poem. Second one. Who is this standing at the foot of the cross? No one understands my desolate grief but her. Who are these dove's eyes I can pour my aching divine soul into? Who will penetrate my gaze? Crippled, weeping I stand. His gaze pierces my soul. So intense is the sorrow and love he pours into me. I stand unblinking. Blood, blood, blood covers the group. I watch each precious drop covers me like the rain. They pulled me through the streets with you, son. They whipped my heart mercilessly, my son. They have torn you away from me, our lamb. Look at your mother's tears. Oh, desolate son, can you feel the tender gaze of your mother, like a cool breeze on your aching heart? Watch as I whisper words of love. See how you bend and ache for these whispers, these kisses. Son, we have always loved each other totally. But now I see your entire body is covered with wounds and it aches for consolation. They broke your body, son, but they broke my heart. Son, why wouldn't you let them take me instead? So many times I asked to break through the crowd and beg the guards to whip me instead, but I was never granted permission. But son, you know nothing is worse for a mother. You have blessed me with the greatest sorrow a mother can endure. My whole soul is shattered. Why do you do this to the mother you love so much? Son, I know you love your mother. I know everything you do is good. But why do you shatter my delicate soul? You alone know how tender my soul is. You know every intimate movement of our hearts. If it please the Father to crush you, I offer my heart to be pierced and crushed, gazing upon your writhing body. Please, my son, I must be where you are. If you are in agony, I want to be with you. If you are in hell, may I burn with you. Son, nothing is too far, nothing is too much. I beg of you only your presence. Take not your Holy Spirit from me, O spouse. That was my second meditation from Mary's perspective. Third one. This one is how we treat Christ. Not always that well. I found him hiding in the corner of my busy life. He was trembling and cold because I did not warm him with my heart. His eyes were desperation itself because I forgot to look at him. I routinely beat him up with my sins and tied him up and pushed him around like my slave. I only pulled him up once a week to spit on him with my lukewarm love. But I made sure to lock him in my cell apart from my thoughts and life in every moment. I wouldn't let him be my master. There is no way on earth I will let him control my every thought, breath, and movement. Stay where I put you, Jesus. This is my body and my choice. See, that's the attitude we have. Fourth meditation. His crown of thorns presses into my head as he tells me all the souls being lost to hell. The thorns go deep and blood drains down our faces as we cry out to the Father to save them. I could pull back and it would relieve our thorns, but I press deeper. I want to be as close to his eyes as possible, consoling his tears. I hear her moan as they whip him, and my heart doesn't even know how to break. Jesus, I am so proud of the way you have chosen to love and rescue me. You are so good at expressing your love for me. I hear you groan as they beat and drag you through the streets. I cry out after him. You don't have to do this. I am not worth this pain. In his faint, weak voice, he says, I know you don't think you are worth this, but I want you so much. I look into his eyes as they torture him, and I know I am not worth this pain. But over and over again he reassures me I am worth his suffering. Flesh is hanging from his body as he asks me in all the lukewarm parts of my life, am I worth your love? Yet all I have done is spit on his corpse with an empty, cold heart. He hugs me, blood dripping everywhere, and I stand stiff, rigid, unbending with my stubborn will. Fifth meditation. Jesus, the way you express your love is the most sacred, beautiful, precious love I will ever know. If I look at myself with self-hatred, I become sad. I caused him so much pain. But if I look at his expression with hope and fall in love with the way he has chosen to express himself, I see our wedding vows being played out before my eyes. This is my body, given up for you. He has always wanted to give me his body in this way, and look how I crush his most precious body. When I see your wounds, how could I not kiss them? How could I not drink every drop of blood that pours from your perfect body? All your wounds ache and beg for my kisses. Oh, Sacred Heart, so pierced, so aching, you really want to feel my love. I like the way you ache for my love. I like how you made a whole world where our bodies can touch every day in communion. I like everything about you. I am proud and I delight in each moment of your life. I must be there every moment. I must feel your every touch and hear your faintest whisper. I want every part of you. I must have all of you. my only love, my only delight. You have filled me with desire for yourself and you alone. My whole being aches with the lashes of false hope and desires. All I can do is beg you to love my wounded soul. The way you have chosen to love me is so good. I am really attracted to you. Your love is perfect for me. I love the way you look at me. I want to be your human. You're the perfect one for me. I love the way you have longed for my love from all of eternity. Hide me from the world and take me for yourself. I am scared of a second without you. Defend me, rescue me from the devil. Look how helpless I am without your strength. You are so good at protecting me. I know how much you have craved for my love, so I want to do my best to give all of it to you alone. I want no one to gaze into my heart like you do. Please, I am begging you to seal me for yourself. I love the way you have allowed me to ache for you. He is more than obsessed with you. He has a fever 1,000,000 degrees, and he has collapsed at the door of your heart, beaten and bruised. He is a beggar of your heart. He stays at the door of your heart, aching, begging for you to come out and offer you the tiniest drop of love on his tortured heart. His craving for your love is uncontrollable. The thirst for your love devours him. He will do anything and has already done everything for just the tiniest drop of love, the faintest smile, the little bit of eye contact. He can never get enough of you. He is constantly roaming outside the door of your heart, waiting to pounce, waiting to consume all of you, and he won't stop. He can't stop. He is more than obsessed. Who are we to tease him with our hearts? How can we not give all? How dare we even think of being bold enough to not constantly squeeze out all our thoughts and desires to a God so trusting to be loved? Your helplessness is infinitely more attractive to him than your self-sufficiency. Learn to be weak in everything, so you will desperately need his chivalrous strength. This is the beauty the genders are showing us in the verse, "Who is this coming out of the wilderness leaning on her beloved?" Lean hard into him, much more than is necessary. Insist how you can do nothing without his help. Incessantly crave his help and attention. Those are my meditations.